Go ahead and say hi to the donkeys, Lucy and Jack. And I don't know if you can see Tina over there behind Jack, the llama. Stop, shut it off. Hey, this is a different scenery. And you see this stick sticking out of the ground? Well, apparently we got a water leak that goes inside the main supply to the whole house. So Grandpa noticed it out of that window this morning. That's the kitchen, right out to the backyard. And this whole thing was like a lake. You could kind of see the dark brown here. It comes all the way over yonder way. It almost looked like it was coming down the water thingy, but it didn't rain or nothing like that. So we came out here, and this thing just looked like it was just boiling. It was just bubbling. All right, so Grandpa stuck a stick in there so he would remember where it was at. And then he went and shut the water off as fast as he could. Okay, and that was this morning. Water's been off all day. We went and did some work, and now we gotta come home and do some more work. We're gonna dig this hole. We're gonna find out what in the hell happened down there, and we're gonna try and put it back together, hopefully without going to the hardware store, but that's a slim chance. So let's get into it. Digging time, you know? Hey Ed, where are you? You're always telling me you're a good digger. You should be helping us dig this hole, man. No, it's my fault. I gave you no warning. About a shovel deep almost. Still haven't found no gosh dang water pipe. Gosh dang it. Dang it. Just keep digging. Just keep digging. Digging. Some treasures. Ooh, that's
old pipe.
So we're close.
Old chest, yeah.
Holy bejeebus. We're gonna have a huge hole down here.
There we go.
Oh, that was stiff. Oh, that was stiff.
Oh man, that's some hard clay right there. That was a thud, like an earth thud. Oh!
Ah!
You can make some pottery out of that shit.
Put my feet in the pool. You know, kick them. Hot diggity dog. Moving the earth was not my idea tonight. I figured, you know, a little hole
Yeah.
would be no problem.
Oh, I thought we'd have been done 20 minutes ago, bud. That's bullshit.
That's what we get for thinking.
Yeah.
Make home in here.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I could sit on the edge a little bit.
Sure, that's nice.
We touch chips.
Oh, gross. Oh, man. That's so wrong.
Hey guys. So my battery died. Kind of sucks, but we've been digging and digging and shoot, I'm 6 feet tall and all I got is a head poking out of this dang hole. You see this? She gets in there. But with that being so deep, we feel like we should have dang hit that pipe by now. So what Grandpa's gonna go do is go turn the water on. And we're gonna see which way the water's gonna be flowing from inside our hole, and then we'll just continue digging that way. Chasing it, you know what I'm saying? Can you see in that hole? Oh, there it is. She's a gusher. See it? We were just a little bit off, my friends. Go ahead, shut her down. This seems scary and all, but that's a good thing, my YouTubies. We just gotta chase down wherever that hole is, and we'll find her, don't worry. We're just gonna go take a warm snack and let this water drain right back into the earth real quick. I think it's a little more that side. Alright, so we're gonna keep on digging here for a second, so hang in there, guys. Alright, so we did a little bit of digging. We only got a couple feet over, not very far from when you last seen. But we're gonna hit the water again, and we're gonna see where she's gushing from, see if it works out here. Oh, coming from the side over yonder now. That's a bummer. We're good, dude! That means we gotta chase that way, which kind of sucks because the end of our pile's right there. Bummer. Okay, YouTubies. We have struck disaster. So we had to move our pile because it seems the water is coming from right where our pile was.
Oh, no.
So we started filling in the hole and digging a trench that way. And we're still moving our pile over a little bit so we can get into access way. But somewhere down yonder way is where the water's coming from. We'll have to find it. Just keep digging, I guess. Oh, Alex is off baseball practice, so he's here to help now. So that's a great plus. Our hole is just getting bigger and bigger.
Oops.
And I am out of all the breaths. I need more oxygen. Where are we gonna get water from? What's your guess?
Wherever.
Right in my face, probably.
Oh, there. There.
Snap.
I saw it.
Yeah, we're coming from this side now.
So,
Well, that's a bit different than I expected. Hey guys, it's a new day again. It got dark pretty quick last night, so we called it quits, and fresh in the morning I showed up. Grandpa already dug some more hole, and man, we got another 6-footer. But the interesting part is let me get down in here. I don't know if you could see that right there. Looks like a rusty old pipe Grandpa found. We're pretty sure that's the one, the water pipe, which we're pretty sure is also the same one that we found over here where we dug 6 foot deep, which we thought was the propane pipe. But we did some more research and we think it's not the propane pipe, and we were wrong, and that's the pipe. And that's a galvanized pipe in there. So if it's split somewhere along in this area and is leaking out, it's probably a goner all the way back to the source, to the well over here. So instead of even messing with this, Grandpa and I don't want to dig that far. That's pretty deep. And that's like 25 feet away, so we don't really want to do that. So I think instead, me and Grandpa have the idea of just digging a trench, a new one. Digging a whole new trench, getting a trencher to do it, and running a whole new pipe from over here by the well all the way to the new inlet in the house. A fresh start, you know what I'm saying? Here's the well. Not the well, but the pump for the well. But we're just gonna run a new pipe from down in yonder way all the way over yonder way. But to do that, we gotta find a trencher. We gotta dig the trench. We gotta get the stuff to put the stuff in there to run the water from point A to point B. So the task is getting deep really fast, and Grandpa's been out of water a day already. We can't be two. So instead, I think we're gonna run water around the bush. You know what I'm saying? Just hang in there. I got an idea. So we're thinking temporarily, the pipe that goes in yonder way, we're just gonna slice and dice and attach maybe a hose or something from in there and run it over here, just out and about on top, you know, over here. Come with me now. Come with me. And take a hose and attach it to your outside spigot, one of these guys. Or we can take the water from way up over there by the donkeys and run it back up here using hose ends to hose ends. Now, first off, you got to make sure that the water is off to the house, so the water's not leaving the house coming backwards, you know. So make sure that's off. And second, don't be doing this to steal water, to not pay your bill. All right, that's not acceptable. So if we shut the water also on that side where the little pressure tank is, we can come up here to the well. Guy, You know, you can just attach your hose to this little guy here. Attach the hose, you know, one of these things. Or these things. And just run it all the way to the front of the house and attach it to the spigot that runs the water for your front grass or lawn. Maybe you got dirt. So we fully haven't decided on which way we want to route our water, but for right now we're just gonna, like I said, temporarily get us water in the house so we can use the house. All right, I'll get right back to you guys. We're on another day of this big hole, and things changed drastically again. All right, so last time I talked to you guys yesterday, we were trying to set up temporary water to get Grandpa water. Well, that had happened. All right, and let me show you what route we decided to take. Well, Grandpa decided to take. I was gone during this. But anyways, he hooked up a water line down to one of the extra valves that's down there. Ran this water hose over yonder way. Okay. And then into the window. And I'll show you down there. And he turned the water on to take a shower, and this hole filled up again. Which it shouldn't have happened if we bypassed it, right? So that kind of means that things were right. My dad said that the water line from the house to the whatever that thing is, the pressure tank over there, was all brand new, so it shouldn't have burst in the first place. So when we got our temporary line set up, we got water back out here, so that means that the original water line to the house wasn't cut off on the inside of the house down there. So it's just feeding water back through that pipe and pumping it into the backyard, because they only capped it wherever on the other end. So now we have to chase it on the inside and try and cut it, cap it, and just leave the pipe under there, which is good-ish, because we don't have to dig as much of a trench anymore, and we can fill this big hole in. So yeah, disaster got worse. Didn't think it could happen, but it did. I shouldn't say disaster got worse though, because in reality, coming on the inside of the basement down there and chopping off that water line that comes outside, that's way easier than digging a massive hole in a new water line and getting into the house again. So it may have saved us. Now let's go see downstairs. There's the window on the other side from outside with Grandpa's temporary water line to the rest of the house. All right, so let's find where we think this is leaking. The reason we think that this water over here is not the one original to this house, because this house used to be an underground house, and then in the 70s they had cut the roof off and put us upstairs to it. So that means that this room was added, because you can see that these are pretty fresh blocks. But if you come look at this wall where the heater's on, you can see all sorts of dirt and crap all over it. So that was under dirt, touching dirt at some point. So they added on this room to make it a nice little, you know, water heater room. So that means, in our theory, over here in the kitchen area, where there used to be cabinets and the sink and stuff, which will now be an office for my dad, we think that this pipe that says cold is the original inlet to the house. So we're thinking if we just chop her off up here in this hole, put a valve on the top side, then no more water will be coming down that pipe through one of these two valves and outside. Now, will we be right? I'm not entirely sure, all right? We're just gonna wing it and ding it, test it out, and hopefully we fixed the water going into the backyard. Got a little more light on the situation, but it's still dark over where we're working. Alright, my YouTubies, we got our valve on up in there, and Grandpa's gonna go turn the water on, so we're gonna be the gusher watch. That's right, we're on gushing watch.
You ready?
Yep.
Hold on.
I hear the water coming. Stop, shut it off. It's coming up the other way.
Okay, it's off.
Woo! Okay, I think we figured it out. So this little pipe here, this one was connected there, and it went into the wall, and then came back up the wall right there. So we were still connected up here and getting water. So what we did now is just put another little shark bite shut off valve, you know, right there. So now we got two of them, and now we should not get water. Now we're on water watch again. Hopefully we don't get another. I hear water again. No water so far. We're good, guys. We fixed her. Alright, so now we gotta go outside. We gotta see if our hole is filling up. So hang in there. Guys, here's our hole. And she's just sitting still. So that means I think we might have found the water issue. And we can fill this hole back up with dirt. Put some Joe dirt in there. Now we found another leak in our temporary line, but this is okay because that's fixable. So it's been like 2-3 days since we've been out here working on this water issue at Grandpa's house. Thank gosh he's had this hose to be able to hook up the water for the last couple days to keep it running. But anyway, we did come back and fill this hole, so there's no more hole. That's filled in. But we still have a couple issues to resolve. And obviously the main issue is that the house is still ran off a hose. So we got to go over yonder way behind the house to the pressure tank and try and get that to quit leaking so we can run it the right way again. Came over here to the pressure tank, and if you could look down yonder, down there, see all that water? So we're going to rebuild this little section of pipe and get that to quit leaking. Because obviously we don't want water down here. We don't want to be in the mud every time we have to work. Or just simply lose water. That thing's still leaking. That means there's still pressure in there. So that means that we need to wait for that pressure to go away so we can cut that. We don't want to get sprayed in the face. It's cutting time, ladies and gents. The water is spewing.
There's the rest of it.
And that's exactly why we don't do it under pressure. Maybe.
There you go.
Can you see that bad boy in there? Cracked. Right, oh yeah, perfect. That's leaky. Here's our pieces. Here's a little up close to that crack. Bummer. But we'll just make a new one, slip it in, be good to go. So came down yonder way to catch you guys up, and Dad, Grandpa, to you guys, put this cool filter on the house, on the incoming feed, you know, filter it through the rest of the house, you know, but we still gotta hook her up. We just gotta make this little, you know. So once that gets hooked up, then we can maybe have water. We got her cut up real quick, so now it's time to give her some heat, sand her up, and, you know, not heat first, but you know what I'm saying. She got rebuilt on, so now she's ready to get heated up and soldered. Some fluxylation. Doesn't hurt to get both sides. 2 times. Torching time.
So good at that.
And there's a whole lot of solder on a tiny joint. And then one thing I didn't mention was we got one valve here Grandpa put in, you know, to shut this one off to make it come through the filter, you know. And if money gets tight and we don't want to do the filter, or the filter clogs and we don't want to use it right now or whatever, for some reason, any reason, we want to bypass the filter, we just shut these two off and we open this and it goes straight through. It's perfect. So now we're finished up down here. Let's go back outside and go do the plastic stuff out there and turn the water back on. Now it's time to play around in this pit, and look who we came out to see. Just a little gardener snake. Chilling like a villain down there. He's looking at me like, what are you pointing at me? Had to come down here and help, because it's going to be a two-man hold situation with the three things we got to glue at the one time. So you're not going to see how we do this. Excuse me. You're not going to see how we do this because I can't hold this camera, you guys, and do this at the same time and help Grandpa. So here, can you hold that and I'll mark it?
Yeah, I do. Oh my God, I didn't bring my Sharpie like a dingus. I'm gonna shove it together a little bit so make sure we can pull it apart, hopefully. Beautiful.
Little dippy.
Both sides of this baby, huh?
Just do the one first. I'll let you glue
Good.
that one and I'll be ready to shift and push all at the same time.
Yeah, I'll try to lift this baby up and shove it over.
Let me try it. Oh, that's why the fucking block tried moving back here. There we go. There we go. Alright. Bam.
Yeah. That was better. There was a lot of shit coming to play at once right there, man.
Here's a close-up view of what we just did. Look at all them nasty glue. It's a little messy, but look at this cool drip down there. The glue dried as it was dripping. Alrighty guys, we're a few hours later after our glue is dried, so it's time to turn the switch, flip the switch, and see if we got any leaks, you know what I'm saying? Here we go. I hear the water rushing. It's filling that big old tank up. I don't see no drippies. That's good. Can you guys see any drippies down there? I don't see any. Heck yeah. Alright guys, I came down here to give a quick show and tell. Everything new down here is seeming to be holding. We're running through the new filters. Holding a good 50 pounds in, 40 pounds out. I don't know if that means anything good or not. But it's looking good. Took a few days, but tragedy is averted. Grandpa's house finally has water. The only thing left to do is put this lid back over the hull, and we're good to go. We'll do that later. So if you enjoyed watching us struggle a little bit and go through our different ideas and thought process on what's really going down, give us a thumbs up on the thing, comment, you know, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because we're always doing something weird, you know, cars, maybe sometimes with a house. So remember, we're here for a good time, not a long time, so stay motivated now. Thanks for watching.